know my next guest from the hit movie Wedding Crashers and the TV show Alias. Well, now he can be seen in the #1 film in the country, Failure to Launch. Please welcome Bradley Cooper. Thanks for being here.
This is a real thrill for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
I have low self-esteem, so I never know. But
we should hang out.
Let's go on the premise that this is good. No.
I always wanted to do that.
Oh, do what?
Like, pretend I'm like listening. I'm like, yeah. You always wonder like what's in there.
On a talk show, it's water. We can't afford the good stuff.
Good.
You know, I wanted to ask you something because you've had a lot of success. I mean, Wedding Crashers and Alias. It all seems like it's coming together for you. Then you're in this movie, Failure to Launch,
right?
Which is doing great. But I think it would be a little intimidating because you're sort of co-starring opposite Matthew McConaughey, who's been just a few weeks ago was named the sexiest man alive.
Yeah.
And you're in a lot of scenes with this guy.
Yeah. And you know the weird thing is, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine.
I have strong feelings about this.
When you're done with me speaking, just go like that.
Okay. So, the producers kind of want to rub it in too. We did this basketball scene, and Scott Everson, a wonderful producer, said, "Hey, you guys are sweating, and it's just guys just playing ball. Why don't you guys just take your shirt off?"
Right.
And I was like, "No. No, I'm not going to do that."
Right.
Because he's the sexiest man alive, and I'd be Goose in Top Gun during the volleyball scene. No, actually, I'm not going to do that.
Not going to do that.
And also, I wouldn't be able to act. I'd be just sort of staring at his body and questioning things I don't want to question. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yes, you do. He's been on your show.
I have those leather pants.
So do I.
We should talk.
Yeah, I think they're yours.
But now you've worked with Sarah Jessica Parker before. She's in Failure to Launch, but you'd worked with her before in Sex and the City.
I did, yeah. My first job ever was Sex and the City, and I played Jake the downtown smoker. And I was supposed to be this very sort of Jake the downtown smoker. He's sexy and he drives this Porsche convertible, and he's got it all going on. I never didn't know how to drive a stick shift, so they sent me to Modell's driving school.
Oh, so just so you could learn how to drive the car?
No, not even drive the car. Well, drive it from just 10 feet into the corner.
Right.
We shot at like 14th Street, and I was so I spent like 3 days doing that, and I felt pretty good with it. But it was like with a Honda. It was a 1962 silver Porsche convertible that the guy who owned it was standing right there, and it was like touching his baby.
Right.
And he was like, hey, there's only 4 of these. I said, yeah, it's great. I know how to. They sent me to school. He said, sent me to school.
I learned how to drive these things like 2 days ago.
It's just like
I'm good. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the clutch is like driving a bus.
Right.
So I was so nervous. I was sweating. I had leather pants on too that day. and basically, I tried to do it. We did like 4 times, and they were nice. But obviously, I looked like we're coming into the shot. The car pulls up, and I'm pulling up like this.
And you're supposed
to be Jake the downtown smoker.
Cool guy, yeah.
So they found some guy who was watching who had hair like mine, who knew how to drive a stick to actually drive in, and then they put me in it.
That's humiliating.
I spent 3 days learning how to drive. I was so proud, and then I couldn't say, and I lied for about 3 years. Like, yeah, did you see how I pulled in there?
Yeah. And I think, and the guy didn't match you at all. I think I saw that scene. You drive in with a beard, and then they cut to you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not good.
Damn it. I thought we had you.
Now, Wedding Crashers, I would think it would be fun. We've had him here many times, and I think all of the world is captivated by Christopher Walken. And you had these scenes with Christopher Walken in Wedding Crashers, and I got to think that, as an actor, that's got to be a dream come true, right?
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, I was just a huge fan of his, and he's an amazing guy, too, by the way. I mean, he's like the most authentic guy. I mean, he is what you think he is, which is a different thing for a lot of people. But,
right.
But one particular thing was... I was very intimidated by him, too, by the way. Because he's not the normal guy who's like, hey, how you doing? It's not like that. He just sort of sits there in the makeup chair and he's like, pineapple. I like to eat it. And I'm like...
I can't get enough.
Everybody's got to walk in. Everybody's got to walk in.
That's a very good one, yeah. And he does love pineapple, yeah.
And he had this dancing scene, God help me for saying this, but he had this dancing scene with Rachel McAdams.
In the movie,
In the movie. It was my first day, his first day, and it just looked beautiful on the monitor. And she came up to me afterwards, God, you're dancing with Christopher Walken because Penny's from heaven.
Right,
he's a great dancer. She said, he keeps saying fart. What? Just to keep it light. You know what I mean? It's like, fart. As he was dancing.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, and I've heard it all.
And if you look at the monitor, he's just her dance. He's like, I'm farting. It's sort of beautiful.
Very strange.
Yeah.
That's going to make me reevaluate all of his work now. Deer Hunter's different to me
Exactly,
now. He's probably doing that during
that
crucial.
scene when he's getting shot.
Yeah, all different now. Wow. Now we have a.
I've never drank so much water.
That's what happens out here. Now we have a clip here from Failure to Launch. Which scene is this? I've seen the movie, but I want to educate people.
Yeah, this is the three guys sort of justifying to themselves why they live the way they do, which is living at home.
Yeah, all you guys live at home, and you've tried to turn it into this is a cool thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at this clip from Failure to Launch.
Okay.
I do sleep well at night.
On a twin bed with Superman sheets that you've had since you were 6.
As opposed to you, who sleeps in a king-size bed in your mother's basement.
It's orthopedic, and I need it. And at least I'm not sponging off my parents.
Whoa. I'm a rambling man. I'm a tumbleweed. I'm a seeker of truth. And one truth I've learned, a child is a parent's greatest joy. Which is why I can't leave my parents' place, because they would miss me.
Amen.
I think living at home is cool.
Yeah, you know.
Failure to Launch is in theaters now, and 3 Days of Rain begins later this month on Broadway.
That's right, yeah. Great play by Richard Greenberg.
Is this going to be with
Paul Rudd and Julia Roberts? Yeah.
I think people will go see this.
I hope so. We're going to wrangle people on the outside of the theater.
Please, it's Julia Roberts,
guys, come on.
please. Yeah, all right. Well, very cool. Bradley Cooper, thank you so much.
Thanks a
Good to
lot.
have you on the show. We'll be right back. Greg Fitzsimmons coming up. Stick around.